In this video, we will see how we can explore automatic SAS libraries. What it means is you have SAS table, you want to associate that to a particular folder, you want to execute it as a SAS library, user defined library, and the file that you have created should be stored in that particular physical storage, right? So we are going to first create the user defined library, then the same thing will get stored as a SAS table in a particular folder in the physical memory. So let's see how it's going to work. Here we are. So let me give you the syntax. It is as good as your libname. Now here normally the work library is a personal temporary library, as I have told you. Here in the library you have the work library. Now the SAS Help Library, what you have got examples of the SAS table. A lot of SAS tables examples are there. So these are permanent library. These are permanent library, what you can see. But this work library is a temporary one. Anything that you work on SAS data, it gets stored over here. Other than this, if you want any other library, you have to use the libname statement, and the whatever you are going to add the SAS data to that particular table, you can call for. As an example, under proc contents, if you're using a proc content statement, data is equal to, so here is the normal syntax. So what it means is data is equal to work.class. It means it is in the library called as work, the file name is class. So a file name called as class in the work library. If at all you are creating your own user defined library, automatic library, so that library name dot that particular file name, possibly class or any other file name you have to mention. For the case of default library work, you need not mention the work dot. So it is understood that this is the file which is present in the work library. If this particular file is not existing there, then it will generate error. If this particular library is not created beforehand, it will create an error. So log errors you have to verify. When you check the log errors, if you find that library doesn't exist, that means you have to use a libref statement to create the library. Or if you get the file error, that means you have to create that allocate that particular file to that particular library. Let's look at an example. So if this file folder path, if you require, you can modify it. So I have used this bsas folder I have used to as the destination. So here the data, my data is library data is associated with this particular folder. You can have any folder associated, and what you have to do is you have to find out the file path. For that you have to go to the properties, location, you have to select the location, copy the location, and that particular location you have to paste it over here. That is you have to use it as a file path within the inverted quotes. Now the lib name we have given out as the folder name, that is library name, the libref we have given it here. And what we are doing in this data step, this is an additional thing just to give an information on how we can use that particular folder. So in this, first you have to execute this libname global statement. There you are going to create a out library which is associated with bsas folder. So anything you work with the out library, it gets associated with this particular folder. Data gets stored over here in this particular folder physically. Now in the data step, what we are doing, we are calling a file called as class from the library SAS Help over here. From the SAS Help, the cars file cars over here, yeah, this one, this particular file we are calling on, and the same I am just saving it in the name of class copy1. Since I have not mentioned anything over there, it will have to get stored in the work library. Second one, I will also store it under out.class copy2. Means since I have created out library here already, so this class copy2 file gets saved in the out library. Now the file 1, 2, 3 SAS table will be same. This is just a understand. I mean, we are trying to understand how it is stored. Just to give an idea, this same file gets stored under work library, gets stored under out library. Now this particular file out library, what is stored, it is associated with this particular folder physically. So this file will get copied to this particular folder location for future use. Now let us see how it works. Let me select the codes and execute. You observe that under logs there are no error, successfully assigned, and they are copied to the relevant locations, and you see that 19 observation, 5 variable for 1 and 2. Okay, here is the output data. This is the table. Now look, coming to the library. Now under work library, let me show you the code also. Under work library, this one class copy 1. So under work library you see class copy 1. Under out library, here it is class copy 2. So this is class copy 2 is the file name. So basically it is the same file. Just to show you the way it is copied, I'm showing you here. It is in the out here, and if you do not give the particular library, it will come to the work library. This is the part 1. Second part, this particular file gets stored into the physical memory, right? So let's have a look at it. So I have saved it under BSAS. Here it is. So under BSAS, if I scroll down, I get this particular file, class copy to SAS7BDAD. That means it's a SAS table with this file name. So physically this is stored under BSAS file, which you can transfer it across. Yeah, that is accessing a automatic SAS library. So this way you can associate a folder, then you can save it using the data sets. That's it for this video. Thank you.